Hi everyone, and welcome to your Feel Good Flow. This practice is designed for your body to feel healthy, strong, and better than when you first laid your mat down. I invite you to get yourself set up so that we can begin our practice. I'll offer modifications as we move together. And remember, if you ever have any feedback, feel free to offer it in the comments and share and like the videos if you would like to. Thanks, guys. Let's get started. All right, well, let's begin today's practice lying down on the back just for a few breaths. I like to start lying down sometimes just to kind of calm the energy, bring the body back. So go ahead and lie all the way down onto the earth. And let's start by taking a full body stretch. So raise your arms all the way over the head, lengthening the toes, the fingers, stretching out, flexing the feet. Good. Exhale. Rest your right hand on your heart for me and your left hand on your belly if you don't mind. And close your eyes as we begin. So as we start to find our Ujjayi Pranayama, which is our ocean sounding breath, I invite you to notice if you have trouble keeping the lips closed, taking a deep inhale, and matching it or lengthening with a deep exhale. I invite you to notice the breath, notice how it's doing, how it's feeling, how you're responding to your breath with each inhale and each exhale. Think about filling up the chest on your breath in, and then exhale, letting it go on your breath out. Think about expanding the lungs, lifting up through the heart on your inhale. Exhale as you let it go slowly out of the body. Checking in today. How was your week, your month? How are you feeling at this point in the year? Are you mentally, emotionally exhausted? Have you felt like you're recharged, awake, alert? And those emotions might fluctuate from time to time as well throughout the month and the year. But noticing where you are on that scale, and if you're always kind of burning the candle on both ends, how can you find a little bit more peace? On your next inhale, blink your eyes open. Good. Exhale. Interlace your fingers for me. Push your palms straight up into the sky so the bottoms of your hands drive straight up. Good. And then exhale, flip your palms as they come over your kneecap/shin. Good. Flex your foot by pulling your toes back toward your kneecap. Ekapata Apanasana. So it's single leg wind relieving pose. And then gently lay the right leg all the way down. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms, press them up to the sky again. So push with the bottoms of the hands. Good. Exhale, left knee comes in. Wrap your hands around the left shin bone. Give yourself a hug. 3. Draw your spine and your shoulder blades down. 2. Good. Exhale, both knees come in. Hold on to those kneecaps. Draw 3 circles to the right. 1, 2. You should feel this nice circular motion in the low back for 3. And then reverse. 3 should feel yummy. 2. And 1. Good. Rock yourself up to seated. Big rock. Exhale. Go ahead and shift the glutes back. Cross the shins. Meet me in tabletop, hands and knees. And then we're going to do the same thing with the pelvis we just did on our back. So now we're going to take the pelvis in a circle from the right to the left. That's 1. Right to the left for 2. 1 more. Hip circles here, massaging the pelvis. Exhale, other side. Left side. 1, 2. Last rep, drawing your circles here. 3. Good. Lay your forearms down on the earth. Exhale. Slide your legs back one at a time. Meet me in forearm plank. And if you need to drop your knees, you can do that too. It's completely up to you and whatever feels best in your bodies, but really try to start to feel the fire in your arms and in your legs. Good. Strong hold. 4. Lift your belly away from the ground. 3, 2, Sphinx Pose. Drop the thighs, untuck the toes, walk the forearms forward, and then press down into the forearms and the hands as you elevate the chest. So big full inhale here through the nose. Good. Exhale, tuck your chin. One more time. Inhale, bring the spine out nice and long. And then on your exhale, we're going to shimmy your pelvis back on the mat, so tuck your toes under. And if you've practiced with me before, you've seen this. We're going to take the legs long, take the arms long. Thumbs are up, pinkies are down. Exhale, let the head come down. Lift up the hands and the legs. Exhale, squeeze and pull. Inhale, reach with the arms. And then lower. Let's do 4 more. Lift, squeeze, reach. 2. Lift, squeeze, reach. 3. Lift, squeeze, reach. 1 more. Lift, squeeze your back muscles, reach, lower. Now, I invite you to lift up with me and hold, legs up, arms up. Now, go ahead and bend the elbows like we just did. Hold that tight squeeze here. 4. Squeeze your elbows back and down. I really invite you to feel your back work. 2. Good. Exhale. 1. Hands down, head down, toes down. Push into your hands and your knees. Walk your knees forward and then give me a nice little child's pose, bringing your belly to your thighs, extending the arms and resting the head. So we're taking the spine in the complete opposite action that it just was. We went from extension into flexion. Good. Take your time. Tabletop, hands and knees again. And now we're just going to work a little bit of thoracic mobility in the spine. So I want you to inhale, your right arm rises. Exhale, hand behind your head. Roll your elbow down. Good. Roll your elbow up. 1. Roll your elbow down. Roll your elbow up. 2. Last time, roll your elbow down. Good. Roll your elbow up. Hold. And now reach with the right arm all the way up. Good. Release and switch. Let's do that on the left. So inhale, left arm up. Put your hand behind your head. Good. Now finding mobility in the upper back, roll your elbow down. Inhale, roll it up. You might feel major differences side to side. 2. Bring it up. Or you might feel like one side is giving you the same action as the other. Last time, bring it up. Good. Hold it. Arm up. There you go. And then release your hand. Let's go to down dog together. 1, 2, 3. Tuck your toes. Lift your bum. Good. Exhale through the mouth. Breathe out. Open your mouth. Widen your stance. Can you put your heels on the mat? And if you can't, that's okay. You might be really tight. But if you can, maybe work for the grounding of the heels here. 3. Push with your butt backwards. 2. Good. Now let's go ahead and look at our hands. Walk on the balls of your feet as far as you can. Try to get all the way to your hands. And then I invite you to fold forward with me. Exhale. Good. Grab opposite elbows. Hang in ragdoll. Feel the sensation of release from the head, neck, and shoulders. This stretch gives you a full posterior stretch, meaning a stretch of the back of the legs,
low back and shoulders. It also calms the mind and relieves the body of any sensation of stress by bringing the head below the heart and gazing in a different perspective, which is back between the knees, or maybe tuck your chin. Can you gaze up? So there's always a physical benefit of a pose, and then you also have the emotional benefit of a pose, potentially a spiritual experience of a pose, depending on your practice. Release your hands down. Good. Let's go ahead and stand up together. Bring your arms to the sky. Back bend with your arms in the air. Gaze up, lean back. Can you open up your ribs a little bit more? Broaden through the front of the chest. Urdhva Hastasana. Good. Exhale your hands down by your sides. We're going to start by standing on one leg. Bring your left knee to your chest. Exhale, glide it back slowly. Warrior 3. Left toes face down. If you're struggling a lot here, fingertips can stay down. Lift the belly up and in. Good. Bring the left knee back up. Ooh. Raise the arms up. Open arm twist to your left. Gaze behind you. Look at your left hand. Maybe take your right hand outside of your thigh if you want to, and then keep twisting. 3. Good. Lift the belly. 2. Inhale, center, feet together, arms to sky. Exhale, fold forward. Take a flat back, look forward. This is your first flat back of practice. Exhale, step your left foot back on your yoga mat and lower the left knee. Good. Bring your hands to your hips, bring your spine upright, send your hips forward. So start to work that nice knee down lunge. And then bring both arms up into the air. Reach. 3. Get long through your spine. 2. Good. Exhale, frame your right foot. Step back to high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Or maybe you want to skip the vinyasa today. Back bend. Open up your chest with me. Good. Downward facing dog, the hips lift. Go out and widen your feet for me again, as wide as your mat. Exhale, heels down, butt out. Inhale, come high to the balls of the feet. Exhale, gaze forward, tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. Try to get all the way to those hands. Good. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Standing back bend, inhale, reach up high, gaze up. Can you lift your ribs, but at the same time, pull them in. 3. Get tall. 2. Good. Hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Stand on your left leg. Please bring your right knee up to your chest. Exhale, let's glide the leg back together. Pause and hold and breathe. Firm your legs. 3. Hold. Strong warrior 3. 2. Inhale, bring the right knee back up. Now I'm going to turn away from you. Open arm twist to the right. Stay here. Look behind you or take your left hand outside of your thigh. Keep twisting. 3. 2. Inhale, center, feet together, arms to sky. Back bend with me. There you go. Exhale, bow forward, hands meet your mat. Lengthen the spine. Right foot steps with me, step it back. Good. Let the left knee lower. Hands to the hips so that the hips can gently move forward. Stay there. Plenty of room working here, okay? Otherwise, bring both arms up. Knee down, crescent moon. 3. 2. Exhale, release your hands. High plank. Again, step back. Option for knee down push-up, full push-up, baby cobra, straight arm cobra, up dog, all the options. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now hold your down dog. I want to take 2 breaths here. Want you to notice if you feel a little bit more open. And then glide your right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot through. Warrior 2, turn your back heel down, come all the way up for a strong warrior pose. So peek at your front knee, make sure it's moving forward, and then anchor the back heel as you bend your front knee forward. Breathe. Good. Straighten your legs, look up to the sky, and raise your arms to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, nice work, land. Let the right hand reach forward, rest the forearm on the thigh, roll the ribs open. Half bind, take your top left arm, put it behind your low back, maybe even feed your fingers all the way to the crease of your hip. And then keep expanding and rolling the left chest open. 3. Good. Maybe turn your chin up. 2. And then reach up with your left arm. And then can you reach overhead as you start to look down? Good. Now inhale, bring your body back to warrior 2. Reverse your warrior with a straight leg by reaching up and back. Really create space in the body. Good. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Put the left knee down again. Hands can come to your hips to start. And then bring your arms up. 3. And you don't ever have to bring your arms up, especially if it's too much tension. 2. Good. Exhale, your hands come to the mat. Now, L shape. Lift your left knee up. I'm going to move my right foot back some. Left leg rises. We're going to try to find warrior 3 from the ground, so bring your spine up, keeping your left leg long behind you. We found this pose before from standing. This time we went from our lunge to our L shape, hands at heart. 3. Firm balance. 2. Inhale, let your left knee rise, and then here we go, open arm twist to the left. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, maybe put your hand outside of your thigh, keep twisting. 3. Look back at your left shoulder. 2. Good. Inhale, feet together, arms to sky. Bow forward. Lengthen. Exhale, high plank to chaturanga, or just step to down dog. Maybe you do 2 push-ups. Exhale as you lift your hips up and back. Take a breath in. Maybe an open mouth exhale, breath out. Left leg lifts on your inhale, reach it to the sky and hold. Draw your belly in. Good. Exhale, step through, left foot between the hands. Turn your back heel down. My back side's turning towards you this time. Warrior 2, extend the arms long. Now take a peek at your left knee. Make sure it's facing forward. Stay in it. 3. Strong legs. 2. Now straighten the legs, look up, hold it. Exhale, land back in warrior 2 with me. Hold. Reach forward. Rest your left forearm on your thigh and then reach the right arm straight up. Stay here, or let's move into the half bind. Exhale, notice how my forearm wraps. Your palm could stay open or keep the palm moving to maybe grab the top of your hip. From here, my job is to roll my chest and shoulder open so you can kind of start seeing the side of my face versus the back of my head. 3. Push into your legs, push into your feet. 2. Good. Stay. Reach the right arm up if it's bound. Look down as the arm comes over the head. Find that stretch. Exhale, strong in your legs. Warrior two, beautiful job. Reverse with a straight leg. Cartwheel your hands down. Meet me with your hands on the mat. Good work. Right knee lowers. Hands to hips is where we start. Sink the hips forward. I should not add my own sound effects when I'm about to fall. Raise your arms up to the sky. 3. Good. 2. Big transition here. The hands come down. We pick up the right knee to start. 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm going to step my left foot back some. It just helps me to shift forward. Right leg up, L shape. Flex your right foot. Stay there. Bend your left knee a little bit. And then bring your hands to your heart. Find a hover. I invite you to pull your belly muscles in as you work through this really strong Virabhadrasana C, Warrior 3. Now, can you stand slowly? Single leg mountain pose. Right knee rises to chest. Hold. Inhale, reach with the arms. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Maybe take your left hand outside of your thigh. Can you see your back right thumb? 2. Inhale, feet together. Nice job, arms to sky. And then fold forward, exhale, hands to mat. Flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, down dog, double push-up chaturanga, or something else that you would love to do on your own. Again, just encouraging the options. Downward facing dog. Good. Step your feet wide. We've already done this. Now, walk your hands slightly closer to your feet, just a little bit. If you can, take your right hand, grab your left thigh. You can see here how I'm reaching over the leg. Or grab your calf muscle. Or put your hand underneath your heel and then twist. 3. Your head should be relaxed. 2. Nice job. Exhale, switch sides. And if you're not able to get to a place where that feels good, it's okay. I would say that grabbing the bottom of the foot probably might feel the best just because you have the mobility to get there, but if you can't get there, it's not a big deal. Good. Exhale, wide-legged down dog again. And then when you're ready, balls of feet, tiptoe. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forward fold to rest. Inhale, halfway lift the spine. Now, I want you to widen your stance. Take your hand underneath your foot, left hand, and then the right hand. Good. Put pressure on your hands. Let your elbows soften. Drop your head. So this is your Padahastasana, hand under foot pose. 3. Let your head hang heavy. 2. Good. Let your hands go gently from your feet. When you're ready, bring the feet together. Now bend the knees a lot. Round the spine a lot. So lots of flexion in the spine here. And then use that rounded spine to stand up. Good. Bring the arms up on your inhale. And then gather your hands to your heart center. We're going back to the beginning where we worked with that single leg movement, okay? So raise your left knee up to center. Glide it back. Again, Warrior 3. This is your third time in Warrior 3 on the right leg. Push with your back foot. Now, glide the leg all the way back. Pause here. You're in a lunge. Put your back foot down. Now, reach your arms back. 3. Hover your chest. 2. Good. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fist to fire. Left knee comes back to chest. You want to try to push the breath out of your mouth, okay? Do that twice more. Inhale. Inhale. Inhale, land, high lunge, little bit of heat. Exhale, frame your foot. Now, keep the left hand down, raise your right arm up for your twisted lunge. If you need to lower your left knee, you may. 3, 2. Exhale, release the right hand. High plank, step back. Chaturanga. Up dog. And then exhale, child's pose. Walk your knees in. Walk your arms forward. Nice work. Let's take a moment of rest here. Feel your ribs and belly rest on top of your thighs. And notice a quiet breath come through the body. Good. Roll back so you're seated on your heels just for a second. Extend your right hand forward like you're going to push your palm forward. And then rotate your fingers down. Take your other hand, pull and push the hand forward, working on the forearm and wrist. Good. Exhale, release. Left hand, push it forward. Exhale, turn it down. Opposite hand, pulls. 3. Good. I noticed major differences side to side. Left side barely feels anything. Right side was like, whoo, I'm tight. 1 more. Release your hands. Good job. Let's go to down dog again. Tuck your toes. Now the last sequence started from standing, so we need to get back to the top of our mat. So option 1, step up. Option 2, look to your hands, bend your knees. Maybe try this little jump with me. Ready, set, hop up, and then fold. Good. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow down. Stand tall. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, gather your hands. Standing on the left leg this time. Final time in Warrior 3 on this side. Right knee rises. Glide the leg back. Inch by inch, bone by bone, find that nice firm landing spot. Good. And then on your next exhale, step all the way back. Hold, hover. Good. Now, with me, reach the arms back. You're here. 3. You're hovering your heart. 2. Beautiful. Rise up. High lunge. Fist to fire, knee to chest. Ready? 3 rounds. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, back bend. Good. Exhale, hands to your mat. Slow down the breath. Good work. Right hand stays down. Left arm opens up. Here's your twist. Push through your back heel. Open up your ribs. Maybe gaze all the way up to your hand. Good. Exhale, release down. Step back to plank. Chaturanga if you want. Back bend. Downward facing dog. Good job. Exhale, open your mouth and sigh. Look left and right, turning your gaze from side to side, so working a little bit of cervical spine rotation in the neck. And then peel the right leg up when you're ready. Exhale, step the right foot through. Come into Warrior 2 again. So turn your back heel down, and then I invite your arms to come up and then open. Good. Reach forward like we did before. Forearm to thigh, or put your hand inside of your foot for side angle. 3. Open up your chest. 2.
Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior with a straight right leg. Now, reach the right hand forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Both legs are straight. If you look at my bottom right hand, I'm using my fingertips so I can get a little bit taller. Remember, you are welcome to use a block or a water bottle to support your right hand. 3. Open up your ribs. 2. Good. Inhale, slowly bend the right knee. Come up, warrior 2. Good. Inhale, reverse with a bent right knee this time. Hold it. And then cartwheel your hands down, frame the foot. Good. Now spin to the ball of your back foot. Lower the knee. Bring your left arm up. Put your right hand on your thigh. Exhale, bring your left hand behind you. Hold on to your low back, butt, or hamstring. If you're really open, maybe the calf muscle. Now, the right hand that was on the thigh reaches straight up into the air. 3, 2. Exhale, we transition to pyramid. Frame the foot. Pick up your left knee. Exhale, step up. Anchor the heel. Take your right thumb like a thumbs up action. Place your right thumb into the crease of your right hip. Pull your right hip back. Once you feel like you've aligned your right hip behind you versus sticking out to the side, you can keep your right thumb there or release your right hand down. The goal here is to relieve tension specifically in the right hamstring, which is the front leg, and to create alignment in the spine as you work the hips in line with the back body so that you can fold over the shin. Good. Step to the top of the mat, feet together, fold forward. Bend the knees deeply, place the hands behind the calf muscles, give yourself a little squeeze here. From that position, push into your feet, stand tall. Keep your right arm in the air, release your left arm. Pull your left heel to your left glute. So this is your quad stretch to get started. Let me bump back just because of the wall. When you're ready, kick and lift, moving into dancer's pose. Lift up through the foot, draw in through the belly. 3. Good. Kick and lift. 2. One more breath. And then release to standing and take a moment to reset. So let your palms roll forward, close your eyes. Good. Reset where we started today's movement. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Take a flat back, gaze forward. Good. Plank to chaturanga or right to down dog. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Slow down your breath. Now, sometimes seeing a pose from the back side can be helpful. So when I move on my left side, you'll be watching from that variation if you do need the video, unless you just use sound, meaning my voice. But I want you to really focus on triangle pose on this side, trying to give it the same space we gave it on side 1, okay? Let's lift our left leg up. Exhale, step through. Anchor your back heel, put it down. And then windmill the arms up and open, warrior 2. It's kind of like a reverse cartwheel. Now reach forward. Option 1, forearm to thigh. Great place here to still get a good stretch, or deeper, put your hand down inside the foot.
Now you might notice from this side, my top arm isn't way back here, or it's not way over my head. It's literally pulling straight from the left shoulder, boom, straight up. Are you stacked, shoulder bone over shoulder bone? Inhale, slowly come to warrior two, strong in your legs. Good. Now, reverse, reach up and back, both legs straight. Good. Exhale, reach forward. Here's your triangle. Maybe take your hand down inside of your foot, maybe outside of your foot, maybe on a block. But can you extend, again, if this is helpful, take your right hand to meet your left hand. Just like you're pulling back a bow and arrow, draw your right elbow straight up. Hold it there until your eyes lift. And then boom, reach up with your arm. Otherwise, we tend to end up with our arm back behind us or in front of us. 3. Stay strong. 2. Rebend the knee. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Keep the knee bent for reverse warrior. Good. Cartwheel your hands all the way down. Spin to the ball of your back foot with me and hold right here just for a moment. Now put your right knee down. Put your left hand on your left thigh. Raise your right arm up. Exhale, circle the right arm behind you. Can you find your low back, butt, hamstring, or calf muscle? Now let the left arm glide up and off of your leg. 3. Lift your ribs. 2. Beautiful. Exhale, pyramid. Cartwheel your hands down. Here's that nice yummy pose. Lift your right knee up. Step up and anchor the heel. Thumbs up on the left hand. Go ahead and find it. Put it in the crease of your hip. Nice job. Pull your hip backwards. Now, once you feel like you're in alignment, drop down with the chest. In person, I used to shift people's hips a lot during this pose, and they had no idea that their hips were facing the left or the right versus pushing out behind them. So that self-assist with your thumb can be really beneficial in learning where your hips are in space, especially when you practice if you don't have a mirror, which I personally prefer to do that anyways, meaning the no mirror practice. Now, let's all look forward together and then step the right foot to meet the left foot. Glide your hands up your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, take a nice fold. Bend your knees a lot. Round the spine. We've already done this. Add a little bounce here. So kind of like bend and lift, little bounce. It will release your back a little. And then slowly roll it up. No rush. Inhale, both arms up, reach high. Stay strong with me. Right hand releases down. You've got this. Right heel to glute, quad stretch to start. Now look at your knees. Make sure they're touching. Kick and lift. Flex your foot. Reach. 3. Dancer's pose. Maybe it's a favorite. Maybe it's not. 2. If I turn and look at you, I will fall over, by the way. So good job. 1 more breath. And then exhale, release. Hands by your sides, close your eyes. Nice work. 1 more breath. And let it go. All right. Now we're going to move to a pose called frog pose, which may or may not be new. I don't teach it often, all right, just because it's not as easy to get into. So we're going to move long ways on the mat. You're going to just bring yourself down to your knees. We're not doing anything fancy here. All right, I'm going to turn to the side just because I think it might be an easier view. You're going to turn your knees out and turn your toes out. So what I want you to do first is look at your knees, Look at your heels, and there should be a straight line from your heel to your knee, okay? Now, look at your knees and take them wider. Good. Now, you might be like, well, what am I supposed to do now because I am nowhere near the ground? And that's okay, all right? So if you do have blocks, blankets, or pillows, you can use them. I like to use it actually to support my ribs. So I'm going to put a block right here underneath my rib cage, and then I'm going to drop down. So it's a knee down, wide-legged hip opener, ideally releasing the groin. Now you'll notice that I crossed my forearms in the pose. And I also am on carpet with my mat. So for me, this feels really good. If you're on a really hard surface, potentially you might not be as comfortable. So that's where having some assist with you, like some blankets or a pillow, might be nice. You can do this pose for like 2 minutes if you want to. If I held you in it for 2 minutes today, you probably wouldn't like me. So we're going to take about 5 more breaths. And the thing is, I love the pose. But if you haven't learned to love the pose, or your body doesn't like the pose, then it's really uncomfortable probably. So I invite you just to try your best. There are students in yoga class that can bring their pelvis all the way to the ground and lay flat on their belly button. I am not one of those people. So it's totally okay if you're feeling really tight and wondering if the pose is supposed to feel challenging. Give me 2 more breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out. Inhale through your nose. And exhale out. Straighten your arms. That's step 1. Get your props out of the way. Bring your heels towards each other. And then shimmy the knees in. Good. Have a seat on your heels just for a second. Kind of reset. And if you can't sit on your heels based on flexibility or an injury, then just come up onto your knees. Take another breath here. Good. Let's go to down dog to reset. Extend your hips up and back. Exhale as you bend your knees from side to side slowly. Good. Vinyasa, plank pose, shift forward. Chaturanga, exhale. Back bend, inhale, hold it. Good. Hands and knees tabletop. Now in the beginning, we did that thoracic spine mobility, so we're going to repeat that, but we're going to add a thread the needle. So inhale the right arm up. Exhale, hand behind your head. Elbow rolls down, 3. Elbow rolls up. Do you feel a difference? Ideally, and hopefully the answer is yes, you feel more space in your spine. Good. 3. Inhale, reach the elbow up, reach your right arm up, and now let's go for that yummy thread the needle pose, sending the right shoulder bone down to the ground, laying onto the right side of the head / ear. And then maybe the left arm reaches up and behind the back or over your head. 3. Good. Close your eyes if you want. 2. Left arm comes back in line with the body underneath the shoulder bone. Right arm rises back to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Left hand, let's go together. Reach up. Hand behind head, elbow. 3. Reach up. 2. Really good pose to do if your back is really tight a lot. Last one, 3. Inhale, reach up, elbow up. And then let's go together. Thread. Lay down on your shoulder. Stay here, or take the right arm up, maybe behind the back or over your head. Just a few breaths. Good. Right hand in line, left arm rises. Inhale, reach up. Big stretch. Exhale, release. Come on down to seated. We're going to take bound angle, feet together, knees apart. Baddha Konasana. Sit up really tall. Spine is super long. Exhale, round it forward. Or arms long. Feel your chest hang over your feet as you ground down through your sit bones and reach forward with your chest. Acknowledge the release in the low back by letting your body gently move forward. 3. 2. When you're ready, slowly come up. And then exhale, bring your knees in together. Bring your hands behind you. And now let your knees come in. Maybe reach your arms forward or keep your hands behind you. Pulse, 8, 7, 6. Pulsing with your hands behind you is totally an option for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest in a little egg / ball. Good. Option 1, reach your arms forward, pull your knees in, or put your hands behind your back. Option 2, peace sign fingers to big toes. Rock back into the butt, squeeze the legs together here, and then ready, set, lift up with me as you push your feet forward. Engage your core, lift your chest, lock your shoulders back into place. So either reaching without the toes or reaching, holding those toes. 4, 3, 2, one more big breath. Bend, plant, round. Good job. Left leg extends from here. Exhale, right foot crosses thigh. Wrap left arm, raise right arm. Seated spinal twist to the right. Seated supine means you're sitting and you're laying down at the same time. Good. Rotate, rotate. 3, 2, and 1. Shift forward. Switch. Right leg long, left knee comes in, cross. Right elbow, left arm reaches up, flex the right foot, and then seated twist. I have a snoring puppy over to my side who looks very cute right now. By puppy, 10-year-old dog. Shift forward. Good. Now scoot your bum forward. Bring your hands behind you. You're going to give me a windshield wiper of the knees, right and left. So this should feel good, just kind of massaging the hips from left to right. One more time, side to side. Good. And then exhale, lay down onto your back slowly. Take your time. Open mouth, breathe out. Extend your legs out on the mat. And then when you're ready, pull just the right knee into the chest, wrapping your hands around the shin like we did in the very beginning. Good. Right leg to sky. Let's find our hamstring stretch. Pulling the leg towards you. One more full breath. Now I want all of you to bend your left knee and plant your foot. You're going to cross your right thigh over your left thigh like you are crossing your legs under a table. Now you're going to walk your left foot over to the right, bump your hips to the right, and then let your knees fall to the left for an eagle leg supine twist as you reach your arms long. Good. Create space. 3. Breathe in and out. 2. One more breath here, creating room in the low back, stretching. Exhale, shift your body back to center. Take your time. Good job. And then low back softens. First, we hug the left knee in and the right leg lays down. So go ahead and fully extend your right leg, please. Left leg reaches to sky, hold above or below your knee, and gently pull the leg towards you. Good. Take another full round of breath. Then you're going to bend your right knee, plant your foot, cross your left thigh on top, like you're crossing those legs, so thigh over thigh. Now take your right foot, walk it to the left, bump your hips to the left, and now twist. Good. That top thigh, which is your left thigh, is kind of pulling your right thigh down, which should give you a little bit more room in your twist here. 3. Let your eyes close for 2. And then shimmy, shimmy back to center. Take your time. Ground your feet. Extend your pelvis up into the air. Walk your shoulder blades underneath of your back body. Maybe interlace your fingers for bridge pose, pressing down through your pinkies and up with your thumbs. 3. Stay strong and lifted. 2. Good. Exhale, release your hands if they are clasped. And now lower with me, upper back, mid back, low back. Good job. One more bridge pose if you want it. Lift up, pelvis up. Strong through your legs. Really good stretch for the front of the body too. Building stamina and strength in those legs. And then exhale, melt down slowly. We're going to take Supta Baddha Konasana, so supine bound angle, but with your feet in the air. So bring your feet together, knees open. Reach forward toward the pinky toe edges of your feet. Feet are pushing together, and then if you can, maybe round your spine, pulling your big toes to your head. 4. Open up those hips. 3, 2, and 1. Release your head first. Release your low back. And then let's go ahead and fully release into Shavasana, corpse pose, for the remainder of practice. Close your eyes. Full reset here of your breath. Breath in and out slowly. Noticing as you inhale and as you exhale what can soften. Sometimes our Shavasanas feel short, especially practicing at home. So if you need longer, I invite you to stay for longer.
If you always feel like Shavasana kind of makes you more sleepy, maybe you stay more alert with your breath instead. Good. Inhale. Slow exhale. One more time. Inhale. Slow exhale. This is where staying on your back might suit you best, so stay. Otherwise, bring your knees into your chest if you're ready to get up, but please don't rush to get there. Gently rocking up or rolling to one side and then coming up. We'll sit cross-legged in Sukhasana to close our practice. Bring your hands to your heart, either on your back still or seated. And let your eyes soften closed. Thank you so much for choosing to practice. I hope your bodies feel well, and until I see you again, namaste and nice work today.